Hello, everyone.
Hello.
No.
Okay, there we go. For once, it didn't catch anything y'all were saying. That's a first.
Because we're sleepy. Real tired.
Well, don't say that with the faithful around.
We'll wake up for combat. It's fine.
You'll wake up for that, yeah. Anyways,
Sure,
well,
getting stabbed will wake you up, so...
Or just put me out of my misery. Bye.
now we got the nihilism out of the way. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ichor in Honor. I am your host, the Herald, and this is the Dumb Luck Club. And judging from the chats, yeah, that's probably the case. Definitely dumb luck. But let's see. I don't think we have really much to mention as of right now, though. You do note, if you all noticed, that Youth is currently absent for this session. She'll be back sometime next week. So, but don't worry, she will be back. She just needed to focus on other things at the moment. So, and this is still throwing me off, considering the fact that we are now on YouTube. So, I will say this, if you guys enjoy the campaign, enjoy the players at all, just please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. That's so weird for me to say now. But yes,
It's
we are gonna,
free.
yeah.
No more bits and shields. Now it's like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah, but we do want to bring some of those shenanigans back, so it does help us out actually for everyone who subscribes. So, without any further delay, let us go ahead and begin. Ichor and Honor. Gonna bring up the new music.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fancy.
Yes, we're getting really
Praise
fancy
people.
here. Yeah. Okay. So, where we last left off with the party, you all had finally made your way over to the monastery in which Umiko grew up in. It was here you also discovered on the travels that tensions have risen to a point where the roads themselves are not exactly safe anymore. And not just by the magical ones, but also by some of the things that dwell here. You've had combat with Oni in the past, and you've also tried to figure out as to what on earth is going on, but didn't have much in the way of answers. You tried to scry on a few individuals of the enemy, the Conjurer, the Falconer, and interestingly enough, decided to also try to scry on Karatak. But with not much luck in gathering much in the way of information outside the fact that now the soldier and the duelist are here instead of the falconer, you all continued on to the monastery. And it was there that you had met the familiar face of Yora, who also was in need of help as well, and seeming to actually be along the lines of the missions that you had in mind in going to visit the Oni. And it was here that you had met the leader of, well, the daughter of the leader of the Scarlet Tusks, whom Umiko knows it was the tribe that you had connections to in your past dealings. And she dropped that bomb to you, saying that the Kanabo Compact is threatened. And that is where we're picking up. Yora speaks up, saying, well, you certainly have your way of introducing yourself. She just looks at Yora and just says, I prefer to get straight to the point. They're here to help, yes? And she's looking at each and every one of you. If you would like, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Insight!
Ear's not insight checking because his jaw is dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Natural
Good job,
20.
Gale.
Ooh.
Okay. So this Oni, which you recognize as you had this Oni named Morai, as you have heard from the introduction from Yora. You can tell that, if starting with you, Miko, you can tell that she, in a sense, gives off almost like she's, in a way, sizing you up. Each and every one of you up, just like, if, okay, are these people actually going to be of help? Are they going to be of use? Gale, with your natural 20 insight, you just, you also get, so you would see that as well, Daphne. But you would also know, you could also tell Gale that there is at the tail end of her staring at each and every one of you, there is a sense of doubt about you guys.
Daphne's just gonna reach up and like gently tap the bottom of Diar's mouth to like close it.
You seem doubtful.
It's not that I seem to be doubtful, it's because I am doubtful.
You doubt our abilities to help you?
Well, it depends. Do you mean as in your strength, or by... or just your knowledge of our customs and how to interact with those who don't exactly seem to be welcomed here?
Gale then just remembers dealing with Decimus on Drake Island.
Hmm.
I think I'm well aware of customs for people that don't exactly fit in here. Gale's just going to do this.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
She just seems to stare at you eye to eye, and especially because this is a tall woman. This is a tall female. Just like the look she is giving you, like you just see that her eyes, like those yellow eyes that seem to be almost like reptilian, and just like how slit they are, just focusing on you like daggers, pointed right at you. Well, we'll see about that.
I love it when we don't even speak a word and yet people already doubt our abilities to help. She says, glancing at Lydia.
I mean, we don't look like much, so
That is true.
valid.
We don't look like much, but our minds and our tongues are as sharp as silver.
Silver's not that sharp, Gale.
It's an expression, dear.
Okay.
Dylan Dylan kind of chuckles a little bit, and he kind of turns to Daphne and Lydia. Yes, but I would think that people would start to have a little bit more faith in us by now.
No. I barely have faith in us some days. Delan.
We've made it this far.
Diar's
Like
actually gonna
sheer
speak.
dumb luck.
Yes, Diar?
Diar's actually gonna say in giant. Do you doubt our conversational skills?
She just look. She focuses on you now, just like the dagger is just staring right at you. Just tell me, is a creature who's spent their life underground would adapt well to the to a life above surface?
Is that in Giant?
Were you speaking in Giant to her?
He
Yeah,
was.
Diar was, yes.
Okay, she's speaking in Common. Which, Imiko, go ahead and give me a history check with advantage.
It's always history.
It's advantage. It's because you've dealt with Scarlet Tusks before.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, there you go.
It was a nat 1, but then it went to 20.
I don't know why it did that. It just showed up as...
Halfling.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
D&D Beyond automatically rerolls nat 1s on certain things for me.
Oh, okay. Halfling shenanigans. But
Yeah.
as you're watching this conversation, and you can already tell just from your experience in the culture and everything that you know that in this culture that among Oni that if you know their language and if they respond to you in that same language, there is that sort of mutual respect. If they respond in common, it's definitely a bit more. You're not seen as in the same level. And you know that the Scarlet Tusks, that with Ichor, they spoke to him in Giant.
Yeah. Would I understand that, like, probably a good way to, like, gain her trust is to show, like, I want to say, like, basically go into combat with her, like, show her what we can do. Like, I feel like that might help, but, like, would I understand that?
So with them, there's just multiple ways in how they show honor and respect to one another. And this you also would know because you're nat 20. That sure, there's the aspect of strength in physical, but also mental strength. Because as you would know, that Oni are magical beings in the sense they naturally can cast spells. And with that, if you can show either the strength of your mind in some way, or physical strength, or even better, both, you kind of gain that mutual trust or respect.
Okay. Well, if we're done with introductions, do we want to, I guess, get to actually why we're here and actually discuss what's happening instead of this weird pleasantry?
What? And Yora this time chimes in. Yes, I would think that would be wise. So, but I want you to go ahead and explain to them the situation with the Kanabo. With only a brief glance to Yora, she responds. The Kanabo Compact is threatened in not only by the enemy, but also by each other. There's some members of this compact that are saying that there is a lack of merit in having this peace treaty or even an agreement with with your emperor. some think it's that we'd be better off just, well, become independent. As it was before we had this peace with Ifhan. And that's where we are right now. Some do not wish to join either side in this conflict, but wish to use this opportunity to form their own autonomy.
Well, what do you wish for?
My opinion does not matter. I'm here because of my father. And he wants this compact to stay in not only together, but also still work alongside with your lot.
Sorry, Harold. Question for the DM.
Yes.
She said he. Do we know who he is?
Who
The leader of the Scarlet Tusk? Was that?
Yeah, because it was mentioned at the end of last session that she is the daughter of the leader of the Scarlet Tusks.
Just making sure that I didn't like completely
No worries.
miss that. Okay.
So then does he want us to talk to the other clans to help? Or figure out if we can bring them all back together?
Basically, we are trying to, this is why I was here, not only express the concern, but also try to show them the merits of keeping this alliance. Then Yora says, and this is where I need your help. I am not in a position to leave the monastery at this time, especially with everything that's going on. But I want someone to go in my stead. And it only makes sense to me that you would be the one, Umiko.
So, you want me to represent the monastery knowingly?
Akir was the one who had strengthened the relationship between us and the Oni. And he had brought you along, didn't he?
A couple times, sure, but it's been years since I've seen any of them.
Well, with no disrespect to Morai, their culture doesn't exactly evolve as quickly as ours. If anyone's looking at Morai, she just cast a very slight glare at Yora for that one.
I don't blame her.
I mean, would they even recognize me as, like... Would they even recognize me with his name anymore at this point? It's been years.
Morai chimes in. Despite being considered backwards by some, we still hold to the understanding of oral tradition. his name is not forgotten among us.
Just gonna look at the rest of the party like, are we doing this for sure? Like, just look at everyone like,
You comfortable
I
with
think-
doing this, Umiko?
We'll follow your lead.
We said you'd take point on
Sorry,
this. Dear.
Daphne's just looking at Diar. Oh,
Right behind you, lass.
Of course.
oh, okay, I guess. Yeah, we can represent the monastery.
Well, and she gives a slight, and Yor gives a slight bow to all and says, "You have my deepest gratitude. If you like, why don't you stay here for the night before traveling?"
Does this mean we have to wear monk clothes?
Everyone gets changed.
New outfits, new character skins. What?
If you want, you could wear the robes of a novice. And she glances over at some of the trainees, and you see that there's nothing that they're wearing on the top. It's like just like the equivalent of just gi pants that they're wearing as they train.
Daphne, who's somewhat voluminous, just like, I'm going to respectfully decline.
Is there a symbol of the monastery that we can put on our person?
We have an Umiko. She says, just gesturing at Umiko.
I am the symbol.
Umiko's our logo now. Okay.
But yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you, like, is there anything we should specifically be wearing or bring then if we're representing the monastery?
Well, there is one thing, but I'll give that to you before you depart.
Why are you always so ominous?
Because you take everything at a surface level when you were younger.
It's easier.
And if there's one thing that Akira is he was always very blunt, so it's only a fair balance. But it's about time for dinner. Why don't you all join us? And after she says that, she heads off into the main building of the monastery with Mirai following as well. Not really. Almost as if she seemed to lost interest in the conversation at this point.
She's so bored with us.
We're so plain.
She's a real
She doesn't respect us yet.
How do
Well,
we
the
get her to
feeling's
respect
entirely
that?
mutual.
Is there a way we can respect us?
Yeah, how do we get like on
Yes,
her
I'm
good
sure
side?
you wish to gain her respect, Diar. She says, not even looking at him.
Deer's blushing like crazy right now, not even thinking about it.
So a main way for the Onis is there's respect through strength and also through the mind. But the fact that Diar spoke to her in her native language and she responded in common is not a great sign.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Strength it is.
I could try with the mind. I talked us out of getting killed by a dragon. Can't say about the others, though. Jonesy.
I'll fight you first then.
I
Oh,
mean, if we really want to play some dragon chess.
Oh, I misunderstood that. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, Gale.
Is there
Sorry,
snow in? Is there snow in the area?
Mountain. What are the mountains?
With magical winds.
Snow.
And the snow is weird tasting. If we took a snowball and took a bite of it, would we have a bunch of different flavors?
I don't know how we
And
do it.
There's no snow at the moment.
I'm going to stress this out. Please don't do that in front of her. I don't think that would give us much more respect.
You don't think Mariah wants to eat some snow with us? Like,
I don't think she wants to watch you make a snowball and then eat it.
I wasn't gonna eat the snowball. I was gonna throw it at Diar.
but Daphne mentioned eating it. Are we going inside? Didn't Yura said we were going
Yes.
inside? Why are we still standing out here?
Let's go get dinner.
All right. So during this dinner time, if there's anything you all would like to discuss with anything with each other or with either Yora or Murai, you're more than welcome to.
Diar's gonna scooch his way over to Mirai.
Which I guess I should mention the table layout. Like it's one of those long tables that you sit on the cushions, and the ones who is the host and like the honored guest, it's like that where they have their own separate seats as well.
I'm gonna walk
We're
over
at the
to her
kids'
then.
table.
I'm just gonna walk over to her then.
Okay.
Dylan turns, seeing Diar go over to her. Dylan uses message to send a message to Gale and just goes, "A different me, a different time. I try to climb that mountain too."
I know. I've seen you get rejected by multiple women and thrown out of taverns by women,
Ah, but what I.
including a bar owner and a tavern owner.
And he wishes she could hear this conversation, but they're doing it through message.
Okay, Diar, you approach. As you are approaching, you see that she's really she's focused on the meal, like not even looking up as you approach.
After the meal, I'd like to formally challenge you.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yep. This is something I did not expect from Diar, okay? And then
Oh.
the first one was 18, and the second one, so the disadvantage. 18 on both.
Yay!
Nice.
Oh my god.
As she is holding her chopsticks, she puts them down, like still holding them, but puts them down for a moment, and then looks at you. While it is customary for us to accept challenges, considering the situation we are in, and doing such would actually cause a hindrance for our travels, I think it's best that we don't. And then she stabs her chopsticks into the bowl of rice and leaves them standing up as she looks at you.
Oh no.
And then Yora is just like, and takes one of the chopsticks away, still focusing her eyes on Murai. Just takes away the other one from the rice bowl. Mikael knows.
This is so bad.
Well then.
I believe it would be best that that will be saved for another time, dear. And what's your passive insight?
My passive insight is actually 21.
Okay, so you could tell with Yora, she's trying to salvage that situation for you, and just like she saw you in a bungee jump, and she's trying to save you. In the sort of kind of like in those movies where like you know when the like the girl is cheering on for the guy, but she's like, no, that was not the good time.
Dier's going to take the hint that Yura's giving and walk away. And he's just going to continue eating with his face just like...
Daphne's just gonna like gently
buddy.
pat his back, like, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. She's not saying it, but that's like the gesture she's giving, like it's okay. We've all been there.
You at least tried.
Mm-hmm.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
At this point, Talos leans over to you. And kind of says, "What?
was here.
Yeah, Talos leans over to you, and she's just like eating from a bowl. She's like, "What does it mean when you do this?" And sticks the chopsticks in the rice, standing up.
I smacked the chopsticks on her, like, stop it!
What? I don't know. What does it mean?
It's a sign of bad luck, and it's just stop.
Isn't it a sign? Isn't it like a representation of incense on a funeral pyre?
Yep, but also it's like quote unquote an omen for bad luck. It's like just stop.
But we have dumb looks, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
Our luck's not
We
smart, so.
I mean, if we purposely try to give ourselves bad luck, it might just turn around. But I don't want to try it now. Just saying.
Gale's gonna message Delan.
Okay.
I don't know who's worse of a bitch. This Murai person or that one woman that we talked to that in that one village.
Oh, the one from the village, obviously. I still have the scars to prove it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She kept throwing axes at us. She is a true barbarian.
Yeah, let's just say she split me twice.
So, a question for the DM.
Yes.
Because it's in the message description that you have to point at the person and basically say softly the message.
Mm-hmm.
Does Daphne see this? And can
Because
she
of
read
your
my
observant feat, yes.
lips? Daphne's just gonna lean over and just say, "There were axes?"
Damn observant. Yes.
One of these days you will learn.
I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson that day.
You almost lost little Johnny down there that day.
Like I said, she split me twice. Fortunately, I had my back turned.
What is happening?
Long story short, I took an axe to the ass.
Talos is just looking at you, Delan, just invested just as she's eating her meal, taking in all the tea.
I could tell you of lots of tea about Delan. And Delan could do the same about me.
Could brew you a whole pot.
And you hear Youth chime in and just say, "Why are you talking about this at the dinner table?" She looks so done.
What else would they talk about?
So, anyone else? Anyone want to do any
Delan's basically just gonna save some of his food. He's not gonna eat pretty much his whole meal,
Mhm.
this part of it, and save it for his sacrifice for later.
Okay.
Gale's gonna
Once-
finish all of his food, of course.
Once Umiko's done eating, she's gonna go. So like they're sitting at a separate table, so she's gonna kneel sit in front of their table,
Mm-hmm.
and should we be leaving tomorrow morning, or are we waiting a day or two to fully prepare for this?
Due to under normal circumstances, this is Yora, obviously.
Mhm.
I would recommend that it would be after 2 days, but with how dire the situation is, it's probably best for you to leave in the morning. But also because of the fact that you know how these mountains are. Don't know if there will be one moment you might have, say, it might be calm one moment, then the next you're in the middle of a blizzard.
Should we bring the Aurochs with us, or should we leave them here?
Orcs are naturally resilient to this type of weather, so they should be fine.
Okay. Is there anything else you need of us? Is there anything else you need of us tonight, then?
None that I could think of at the moment, but I'll have things prepared for you all tomorrow. Before you leave.
Then she'll turn to Lori and ask the same question.
She just looks at you and just says, "The only thing I need for you is to keep up," and just takes another bite of her meal.
Shouldn't be a problem. And then yeah, she'll just go back to the table and tell everyone that we'll probably be leaving in the morning.
There's a
Right
moment.
then.
With the moment of silence, Talus finally chimes in. But I wanted to explore this place a bit more.
If you want to spend all night exploring.
Alex,
Got
what-
you.
Jerry?
No.
Just don't end up in jail or the hospital and be awake when we leave.
No promises.
Well, then you're gonna be left here, so no problem.
Yes, because we have an agreement. We don't pay bail on each other unless for a very good reason.
Wait. You had to make that agreement? What happened? Because if I understand correctly, laws and rules are made because something happened.
One of our previous members who has sadly passed got arrested for the assumption of him being a spy and high treason.
How did you mess that up?
He used magic in a non-magical area.
And he was carrying a pin of what's considered the most dishonorable clan in the entire country.
Yeah, that could probably do that.
Gale's gonna show the pin to Talus.
No!
The best part is
This pin specifically.
Oh, can I see that for a second? And she
Sure.
she quickly grabs a hold of it, and as you're trying to bat it away, Daphne, she's just like, nope. Okay, oh, watch this. And then she holds it before. Now there's one, and then whoop, there's two. Then hands the other one back to Gale.
How'd you do that?
Ah, a little magic trick I learned.
I am suddenly getting very bad flashbacks to our first dealings with the faithful.
But does the second one have the same properties as the first? Does it have the same abilities as the first?
Well, yeah, but I can only do it once.
A day?
No, like if I do try doing that with another thing, it's going to just this will disappear.
Like, no, God, no. The
Umika's
scenario's
just
going off in her head.
Umika's
Oh, no.
broken.
This is
Umika-
way out of my wheelhouse.
So wait, if,
This is
if you
on
do it
my
again,
wheel.
the first item just disappears. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the way I do it, yeah.
There's more ways to do it?
I've heard some people, roll on this real quick. Okay, yeah. Well, I've heard some people, if they are really powerful, they can make a permanent one, but I just know how to make a
God, I hope
temporary one.
God, I hope the orb is a permanent one. Because if it's not, does that mean the Spirit of the Great Raven can just disappear someday?
Well, I mean, the Arcanist is
no.
dead, so he can't be making copies of other things.
But we don't know if he made copies of other things before he died. We haven't checked the orb.
Okay, I imagine that the Emperor has someone guarding it, so they would have informed us, like, hey, do you have the orb by chance?
Well, does
'Cause it's
someone have
gone.
a sending?
We've done so many scry and sending already tonight. Please no.
Well, I mean, if we're just that concerned over it, but you know, we can just leave some things up to mystery.
This is reminding me of this one experiment called Strawdinger's Cat, where you don't know if the cat's alive or dead inside the box. I say we just assume that that in this case the orb is still there.
Delan slowly turns to Daphne and just goes, "The fuck kind of experiments was he running?"
Look, Strawdinger was a very, very out there scientist back in his heyday. I don't fully understand his works. I just read it and had to record it.
Was he from the Falcon Confederacy?
No, he was from one of the other islands. Not the one I'm from.
Listen, I just
Go
read
on.
the stars and make flowers appear. That's too far.
Though in fairness, the cat was actually a tabaxi, and the box was a coffin.
Ah, Tabaxi. You see Delan just kind of go into like this like moment of like reminiscence.
Oh,
Okay.
this is very weird conversations for the dinner table.
Yeah,
Would tea
I
have been
don't-
provided?
Of course, there's always tea.
yeah.
Gales was
Okay,
gonna
with
say
that
tea.
the case though, I'm done with my food. And she's gonna address the party. I'm gonna go for a walk. If anyone wants to come,
I'll
for
go.
it, because there's okay. There's I'm just
wanna
kidding,
go
'cause
for a
there's
walk.
danger. If you want to come, since I don't think anyone wants to go walk around alone right now. So let's
Sure.
go. Or I'll wait for
Okay.
you to finish food, I guess.
Gale stands up and goes over by Umika. Lead the way.
Is anyone else wanting to come for a walk?
Delan
I think
would
this
go
is
along.
just whole
Is
party
the
field
whole-
trip?
Okay. That's more people
We want
than
to
I
explore with you.
expected.
Honestly,
Tour guide.
yeah.
Tour guide
Tour
on the
guide.
go.
Okay, that's more
We
than
wanna
I
see your
expected.
home.
This is fine. She'll just walk out awkwardly, like, okay.
This is the hometown day. It's
Hmm.
fine.
As you're leaving, you just hear in the distance from Talus saying, "Jerry, how many times do I tell you you can't eat this stuff? You're unable to. You don't even have a sense of taste."
Instant regret leaving her here, but oh well.
Is Youth staying behind with Talus or is Youth with us?
I would say that she probably is staying behind because she feels like she needs to babysit Talus.
That's
Valid.
fine.
If it's not the case, she'll correct me on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you all leave, and where are you going, Umiko?
Harold, you know what spot I'm trying to go
Okay,
to.
you're going to.
You know where I'm going.
Mhm. All right. So, as you're heading towards that direction, Umiko, as you head out from the monastery, you move towards the place that held the earliest memory of you and Akir. And as you are heading this particular direction, in case you, and I figure I would ask this, but do you have any particular ideas to what this place might have looked like? Yes, I'm doing the same thing like I did for Daphne with the mansion.
Yeah. I would fully imagine it wasn't far off from the natural path that I was there. Am I gonna be this cheesy?
Yes.
Fuck it,
yes.
yeah.
All the cheese.
I'm a fan of Pepper Jack, so why not?
God. So no, the specific spot itself, there would be a lone tree, plum blossom tree, right there. And I would imagine that over the years, on the tree, there would be little carvings left by Umiko, of just like various little like doodles and stuff, and even the date that it happened, with like her and Akir's initials by it. Trying to think. Maybe they would get a stone, but I don't know if they would. I don't think they would pay the money for that.
Yeah. As you arrive at this destination, you do notice that not only this tree seems to be a bit away from the others, but it almost seems like it's grown very naturally in a way. Go ahead and give me a nature check for those who are interested.
Nature.
Sure.
I got. I don't use nature too often.
16.
17.
All right.
Wait.
6. I know nature. It's a plant.
It's a tree.
It's a tree.
I only have a plus 12 in nature. It's fine.
Oh,
I have a plus 12 in nature, man.
Because
In my
druid.
trees.
Okay.
22.
So,
Everyone understands it more than me.
well, Umiko, you would know that there's something more to this tree in the sense that, even since growing up, that whether it was the magical winds itself or the tree itself, but it just seemed to, while the other plant life in this area and near the mountain range either has some sort of twisted properties about it, this seems to be the most natural tree out of all of them that you have seen. Those who rolled, so that would be pretty much okay. So everyone else, yeah.
Me.
So you would notice that there's something more to this tree in the sense that you can tell that unlike normal plum blossom trees that you kind of you're used to seeing like the sort of standard sort of trunk of the tree, though this one definitely seems to be much more larger in a way. Though you see that there is faint sort of hints and glows about that seem to snake up, almost like a vein or like a net or like a wire sort of network, just like a pulsing purple. Just like it's super faint, like you could easily miss it. But you can tell that unlike other trees that may be dangerous or whatever, this one is almost like in its sense was a natural shelter. Protection from all these, from the magic of this land.
It's a magic tree.
Magical tree. I don't know this, but it's a magical tree.
didn't know there was a magic tree in this area.
Is this... What is... Is this the spot where you first met Ichor?
This is the spot that he found me originally. The story goes that the villages out here tend to party a bit longer than the capital when it comes to festivals and such. So Ichor was out in Naku having fun during the lunar festival, and on his way home after more or less a week or so, he noticed something in the snow. In the snow, he noticed a little purple lump underneath this tree. Not a sound, nothing was happening. No other signs of anyone else had been around. But upon getting closer, he found me. I was peaceful and didn't look like anything had happened. But I was dying. Frostbite was trying to take over, it was why I was turning purple, so he rushed me back to the monastery. He had no idea what had happened, but I was there.
Wow.
Saved you.
He gave me a second chance at life. She's gonna go over underneath the tree and start making two little mounds of snow, one bigger than the other, and putting a couple gold coins inside each mound. Lydia, can you still just like make plants?
Yeah? Of course I can.
I don't know.
Of
No,
course
Lydia
I
lost her
can.
ability.
Can I?
Lydia makes stars now.
Lydia makes stars now.
I turn into stars now, but yes, I can still make plants.
Can you make me a couple plants by chance?
What kind of plants?
I need a couple red berries, if that's possible. Some long green leaves, a plum blossom, and a bird of paradise.
I can do that. Lydia's
If
gonna
it's
take
possible.
It's only a cantrip, so give me a minute. Because I have to do each one individually. So Lydia's just gonna take a minute and just slowly make a pile of like all the ingredients. Be like,
Oh, I just okay. That's more
Hey.
than I needed.
oh,
Thank you.
I got excited. I haven't done flower crowns in a while.
You can take the she'll just kind of push the extras back to her. Like, you can do what you want with those. I just need this. And the smaller mound, she's gonna put the plum blossom in front of it, and the bigger one, she's gonna put the bird of paradise. And then using the berries and leaves, she's gonna make them into little snow bunnies.
Oh.
See Paulina dying.
You
What?
Totally
You
just
know
like,
I'm about the fluff. I love the fluff.
But yeah, she'll have the cores of the two snow bunnies be the gold coins, and then she'll probably just lay a couple sticks of incense by it. But yeah, this is where I guess Umiko's life started.
thank you for sharing with us.
I didn't
Umiko?
think this many of you would come.
Well, if we had known, but no, thank you for sharing with that. Never knew you were gonna open up to us. did something right.
Delan
Emiko's our
just
friend now. Friendship acquired.
Friendship unlocked. You see the little achievement.
Oh my gosh.
Level with Umiko.
Oh my.
Dalen just kind of turns to the two mounds and just gives a quick bow. Before kind of like smirking at it, giving Umiko like a quick smile, like essentially turning to her and saying, "Well, I'm glad that he found you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had you there to get us out as many scrapes as we have been."
I mean, you guys do get into a lot of dumb shit.
We really do.
Yeah.
I mean, our whole friendship is based off of some really interesting luck during the festival. But I wouldn't change.
Go ahead, sorry.
I wouldn't change that.
I guess now while we're still like kind of hanging out talking, Umiko's gonna go up to the tree and carve in. This sounds so fucking sad. She's gonna carve in Akir's name and put his death date on it. And if anyone's looking and paying attention, it's the same date that's already on the tree.
I'm just gonna go build a snowman with my extra berries.
The
Therapy is snowman.
Therapy snowman.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does that mean he died on Umiko's birthday?
The day that we found him was the same day.
This became so fucking sad.
Yup.
Daphne's gonna put a comforting hand on Umiko's shoulder, and thinking she probably doesn't want too much gushing over her, she's gonna go help Lydia make a derpy snowman.
Also, what shoulder?
The fleshy one.
They're
both fleshy.
Get over this.
He only lost this part.
The one that has a whole arm.
The whole arm.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Did Azuria get snow? Just trying to remember if.
Yeah, you definitely would have had you definitely would have had snow during the winter time.
Okay.
Did the Confederacy have snow?
You're on an island, so no.
Daphne's probably actually looking at Lydia very confused, like, what are you doing?
It's a man's made out of snows.
It looks like you're just rolling a giant ball.
What Gale
Well,
has seen
like,
a snowman before?
Daphne's just looking at everyone, like, obviously with a very obvious confused expression on her face, and she has no idea what's going on.
Well, to build a snowman's, you need to have like 3 balls. You can make a snow angel.
Hearing the three balls comment, all you hear is David cackle.
Daphne looks like she's about to say something, but hears Galen cackling and decides against it.
Oh man.
Gale has never seen us. Would Gale know what the snowman is?
I think you would have a general idea.
Being from that vault.
More like the seafaring tales.
Okay.
Yeah, because I doubt the Confederacy would have, like, traveled during, like, cold seasons. Because not good for boats.
You know, Azuria got snow. I don't think Biren didn't get snow. I tried making a snowman out of sand. A sandman's. But that's a totally different thing.
I want to sing it, but I know we'll get copyright strike from you two, so I'm not going to.
The nice muddy sand, it worked pretty well. Not the same.
Daphne's gonna like, out of pure curiosity, she's gonna try to copy what Lydia's doing and trying to make a snowman too, because she's just like curious.
Okay.
Because she's used to beaches and sand castles,
Mm-hmm.
but not snowmen.
We're all just playing in the snow at this point.
I was gonna say, I guess while everyone's playing the snow, Umiko might just meditate for a bit under the tree until everyone's like ready.
Mm-hmm.
Probably mess around in the snow until significantly cold and
Mm-hmm.
Clothes too
can't-
wet.
Yeah, when the clothes are just a little too wet, and you're like, I can't function anymore.
I can't function.
I imagine Daphne's done after like 20 minutes when her clothes are like completely soaked, and she's like, "This isn't fun anymore. I'm done."
Snow angels.
It's fun anymore.
She's not
Diar
u-
was
okay,
probably sitting by Umiko just watching everyone do this.
similar to how Thal isn't used to the heat. Daphne isn't used to the snow.
All 4 seasons, baby.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
as after time has passed, having felt like you've done all you can, whether making peace or just having done having fun in the snow, you make your way back to the monastery.
Prestidigitation, everyone, so that way all the water just like slicks off.
Mm-hmm.
Did that count as
Thank you, Lydia.
burying gold? Do I get piety points? for
Yeah, I'll
that?
allow it.
Hell yeah.
No bunnies.
So, as you all begin to turn in for the night, just need to take care of something real quick. Hold on. I would like everyone, but Diar, please go mute.
Ooh,
Oh,
buddy.
you got this.
Go.
Alright. So, and there we go. Switch that out. Okay. So, hold on a second. Diar, as you find yourself having this moment of being able to relax, in a way that you feel the sense of ease, but you don't exactly feel the same as before as you make your way into your room that you have been assigned. As you are there, and the door closes behind, you feel this familiar yet alien sensation. You recognize this as from the time you have created your weapon and the time you had also communicated with this mysterious individual that calls themselves Azrael. You feel as if you're almost drawn to speak to them again.
Azrael.
You speak out. You don't hear a response.
He just kind of gives off this like sigh of relief.
Though you still feel this need to talk to them. Still not sure why, though.
Do I still have the mutant skull in my stuff?
You still do. If you didn't leave it behind, then you brought it with you.
He pulls out the skull
Okay.
and holds it in his and does what he did last time
Okay.
with
The ritual
whole-
and all that, yeah.
Yep.
Definitely, for lack of better terms, and also trying to stick to YouTube guidelines, it's not as fresh as before. But you then hear the as you see that some of the remaining muscles and the jaw snapping and move into place as if getting ready to speak. Before you hear the familiar feminine voice. It is good to see that you are still alive. Still have much work for you to do. But I can tell there is something that weighs heavy on your mind. What that might be.
Party that I left behind by dying, and then they died by the time I got back. Those bodies we found recently reminded that all I saw was their faces.
You felt that because you felt there was things that had been left unfinished. Is that right?
Yes.
It is for that reason that I had brought you back. It is for that reason when all logic dictated that spell would fail. I had given that friend of yours the last bit of strength they needed to complete it. Because I heard your desires in your spirit. This cannot end this way. This needs to be finished. Needs to be... They need to be removed from this land. And I had answered that call.
And who is they?
Quite simple. The ones who were responsible for their demise. Your friend's demise.
Where are they?
Well, guess the better question is, who are they?
And whom are they?
Give me 1 second. The ones who wish to bring back the old rule. But one in particular one who is a bit of part of an old rivalry. One you know as... And the eyes focus on you, what remains of the eyes. The Mortician. You knew him under a different name. As did I. Hold on a second. Pulling something up here. You knew him, well, by his name among the living. Crow. Difficult to believe, is it not?
Yes, it is very difficult to believe.
Despite there not being, despite it's already surreal as in how it's speaking without a voice and all that, the chuckles that you hear from this make it even more surreal. He is still, despite what you have heard from your friends and from what, despite of what you know, he is very much still alive. Tell me, what do you know about the Fallen?
Just double checking. I don't believe Diar knows anything about the Fallen.
Give me a religion check.
Alright. Seven.
Okay. So, unfortunately, you don't know much about them. You've only heard the words in passing before, but nothing much that was of your interest.
I've never heard, or well, I've heard but don't know what a Fallen is, or who Fallen.
A Fallen is one who is, I guess you can say, in the view of mortals, a traitor of the gods. One who served one of the gods and had rebelled in some form, becoming a Fallen. These Fallen are not just a means of, I guess you can say, normal by your standards. They have gifts and abilities that which cause questioning of reality of itself. They can even change what they look like. But seeing as how you have a stake in this as well as I do, it was only natural that I would bring you back. Repaying the debt and getting your revenge. Sounds like a wonderful deal, isn't it? Though, of course, you still need to collect souls for me. You have a blank face, and yet you have your mind says you have so many questions. Perhaps I will answer them, if you simply ask.
And what caused your rivalry with Crow?
I guess you can say, for a time we were birds of a feather. But there were some things that could not be forgiven. Which is why I want what you want as well. Is that all the questions? Or do you have more?
Are you also a fallen, as you said, birds of a feather?
For the first time,
Collect two souls.
as you are asking this, you see a grotesque, like the most grotesque smile that could actually be made from the remnants of this head of the mutant. It says, "I am." It is the only way someone like myself was able to assist in your return. But you see, I need his death to be absolute. And you to continue gathering the souls for what my personal task to be successful.
I will continue to do as I've been doing.
And how is that gift I've given you? Is it treating you fairly?
Yes.
Good. Very good. I look forward. Continue seeing your work. Although, do remember, just as how a parent can give a child a privilege, it can also be taken away. And then, head slumps. Lifeless as before.
Diar puts it away as well as the rod, and doesn't sleep for the rest of the night. only holding onto that dagger the entire night.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll use this moment to take our break.
I freaking knew it! I knew it!
Ooh.
I knew the mortician had something to do with Diar's party's death. Fucking knew it.
Oh boy.
10 years old, 11 in May. Lived on
So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are going to go ahead and take our break. Don't go away. We'll be back real shortly.
I'm gonna boop them. I'm booping them. Boop.
You go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Snack time.
I finally had food today.
Nugget, she wants cuddles.
Nugget, I want my cuddles.
Oh.
Did sleep in her room? They still have her room? What the Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay, should I change into it now? Or...
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess she's just gonna go find like a little side room to go change. I guess she'll just walk out into the party and be, how do I look?
Like a million bits.
A million bits? Isn't it supposed to be a million million gold?
I mean, she'll take out whatever is in the pocket, I guess. Harold, why? Oh my god.
Oh no.
She'll just quickly put it right back in her pocket and be like, nope, no one saw that.
No one saw what?
Okay. Well, she didn't. Don't worry about it. Ready to go?
If you are, dear.
1 second. Lydia's gonna pull out her star map, and I'm gonna roll Cosmic Omen. DM. I want to know how today is gonna go. Moment.
I would have imagined DM after they got back last night, Umiko would have taken Uzin's body to like, yeah, like she doesn't have his body anymore.
Lydia. Keep metal.
I already have it, and that's why I just got really excited, because today's a day that I can force people to fail things.
Yeah!
Yes! It's an odd number. I can force an enemy to fail a save or an attack. So we're gonna go pick some fights today. No.
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 Are we saying that in character?
I mean, I'll be visibly excited. Just like, yes, good day. It's a good day. I mean, all days are good days, but good day.
Like I said.
We are being diplomatic and respectful. That means if you're going to run your mouth, we're going to employ the muzzle.
Gale's gonna whisper to Delan. Capital B-I-T.
Let's
You're
go.
forgetting we're observant.
Yeah, they are. He does that a lot. It works out well. And I guess we follow her because she wants to walk.
Oroxes?
I guess so. Oroxes.
Can I sort of like say something Umiko could have done last night before bed that I forgot I wanted to mention? If she had slept in her own room, could she have written down everything she remembers from Kara Talk's talk? Okay, because then she would have left that journal in her room at the monastery. And before leaving, just to Yora, I left some knowledge in my room. I don't know if this should be made public knowledge, though. But if it needs to be, you have access to it. Is she the one? Did I pick this up from her? Oh no.
She's your mom.
Akira was
Okay.
dad. She is mom.
Oh god. I know that life. Cool. Oh,
We lose.
Dear.
We lost the air. Yay! Air. So how y'all doing?
Honk, honk. He's still loading for me.
You still me too. There he is.
There's the boy.
I mean, I'll walk beside her. I don't ride the Aurochs. I'll catch up. Oh. Oh no!
Gale.
They're dropping like flies.
Magical winds. Magical
Oh,
winds.
God, no.
Magical winds.
Magical winds.
Testing.
Don't-
1, 2, 3. Diar, do you hear us? Do you see us?
Dear, do you copy?
Diar, are you with us? Don't go towards the light.
I thought I saw the wire move. Nope.
Like, I thought I saw him breathing, but maybe not.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we have to wait a minute.
Oh, he just changed position and gone again.
Yep.
Big ooh.
Just
Every
a
time
deer
someone
deal-
disconnects, take a shot.
Oh no.
No. I was
Aye.
gonna say campaign wrap up. Just do Dear DC compilation. Like every time you just disconnect.
Oh.
He doesn't know what's happening and he apologizes.
Edit.
Yay.
Yeah,
Dusty, your flag's off.
I
we
know.
know.
Technical difficulties are no fun for anybody.
Oh, what's the ship that put the sea in the name of the ship was ability of tea. Wind blew up about it.
Right. Copyright.
Ah!
Who cares? We're
Wait, it's a
pirates.
sea. It's a sea shanty.
It was so nice knowing you, YouTube. Goodbye.
But aren't most sea shanties public domain?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait. Let me see.
I mean, if you... I wonder if you sing it off key enough, they won't be
Okay.
able to detect the song.
It is important to note that with this flourishing creative scene is only possible because sea shanties are in the public domain, not under restrictive copyright rules. Therefore, they can be played, reused, duetted, remixed, and transformed.
Depends. because not all sea shanties are the classical sea shanties, because some newer artists are writing their own sea shanties. Like the one Delan was just singing, it's not a classical sea shanty. It is a newer one written by an actual, like, new artist that they can copyright it.
Mm.
It's not like a historical thing. Music is dumb.
I'm just gonna keep making faces at you, Harold, if you're staring at me. Just, I'm solely just straight in the camera only.
The Office.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Woo. I mean, Youth's Absent Square stayed in place. Right.
Transition.
He just said he's almost back.
Wait,
He just said he's almost back. Ah,
Oh
Dusty!
no! Everything's happening.
Magical winds.
it's the magical wind.
We just want to fight
Ooh.
something.
We've been here for a day now. Has anyone changed?
Oh, body checks. Has
whoa.
anyone changed?
Body checks.
Pick check.
Are all the proportions still in proportion?
Oh,
Oh,
maybe.
There.
Oh, wait,
oh.
wait. Yay!
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
my phone just turned off on me. I'm sorry.
Oof.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Edit.
Backstreet's back.
Is Talus with us, and is she awake? Did she get in trouble last night at all with youth?
Ignorance is bliss. Oh no. Lydia's just gonna give like a bewildered look, just like, what is happening? I don't care that much. Lydia will just slowly. Children.
I imagine the princess is out front, followed by Lydia. Or actually, no, it'll be
Oh.
Umiko.
Umiko.
Yeah.
Mariah and Umiko are taking point.
But we're also both walking. We're not on Aurochs. Or is she on something? Oh. Okay.
Oh, sick.
She can just sort of fly. That's fine. I forgot about that.
I'll be up
okay.
front. I'll be close to the front.
And Dalan
I'll
will be
be-
more towards the middle.
I'll be towards the middle as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Leonard, for pointing that out. Oh, this is such a mess. So, not only that, we had the crash, but also the audio not going through. So, my goodness.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It was just me, though. Just me. So,
Okay.
rewinding back. I was asking, so what happened so far, the party was deciding on their marching order, and they were heading out with they noticed that Mariah was flying. Thank you. And thank you for pointing that out. I would hate to see the rest of the session without me talking.
Thanks, Lunar.
Yes. Okay. So, as I was saying, you all are heading out, while Talus and Youth are having their own Thieves' Cant, which is just a series of flip-offs. And as you are up front, you notice that Mariah is able to fly. Haven't forgotten about that for a brief moment. And while this is happening, Lydia, you said you're going to be right behind those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm observant with a high passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
We're fine.
Okay.
Daphne would probably actually take up the rear,
Okay.
just so that way she can like keep an eye on everyone from behind.
Would Diar be near me? I feel like Diar would
Diar
be
would
near
be
me.
near you, for sure.
Actually, this time he would not.
Oh.
I thought he was
Oh.
thirsty though.
Your little crush on Mariah?
He's probably in the back the entire time, not even like zoning out completely.
So Diar's in the back. What about you, Delan and Gale?
Middle.
We're towards the middle.
Okay. All right. So as you're moving forward, I would like for you all to give me perception checks.
You got it.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Dying.
No
yeah, is
dying.
it sunny out? Or is it still overcast?
Guidance. I don't remember what mine was.
Hey, DM, is it still overcast or is it actually sunny out today?
I'm actually about to roll for that.
Ooh, that depends on my perception.
Okay. I would say it's like really early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that point where the sun is peeking starting to peek over. Okay.
So am I at disadvantage for that? Perception
No.
check?
No, just a straight roll.
Cool.
DM 15 for me.
14.
24.
You got a 6?
Wow.
Diar got a 6.
Diar and Imiko are very distracted today.
Dalan.
Perception.
Okay. And
23.
Hey.
all right, now I need to roll for this. Actually, can I have Gale, can I have you roll me a straight D20?
Sure.
Oh no.
Ah!
Natural 20.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey.
All right, good to know.
Encounter chart.
Daphne has actually, while riding, brought out something I don't think any of you have seen before. She brings out a violin. And she's
When
just
did you-
adjusting the strings and making sure everything's a-okay on it.
When did you get a violin?
I am a bard!
I was a bard too, but I didn't have a violin.
I
No, you had
always
like
had
a
it.
lyre, a lute. Gale,
I had a
you
lyre. I had a lyre. And a
I've-
pan flute.
I've always had it.
Oh.
I don't play it often because I was told I was playing it wrong because apparently you're not supposed to move while you play. Which is stupid.
I love the Lindsay Sterling reference.
As
I appreciate that as a Lindsay Sterling fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Mhm.
But basically, my instructors always told me I moved and jiggled too much while playing and would make it disruptive. So I don't play too often because I still hear their voices in my head. I'm slowly learning to tune them out though.
I'd love to see you play sometime.
the
Alan
bard
pulls out a-
puns. It's too
As-
early.
As they're riding, Delan pulls out his drum and starts playing rhythmically, trying to go Daphne to playing.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
How does-
Lydia. Am I in trouble for that?
How does Mori feel about us just playing music?
Okay.
Where's jamming?
Jam session.
Alrighty. So, as you are making your way forward, that you notice something along the road that's coming, that's heading the opposite direction of you. Seems to be heading towards Nakhui. See what appears to be that of a cart, and you see that it's being pulled also by an Auroch. You see that this individual who's sitting in the seat driving this is that of, hold on a second. Seems to be that of a dwarf.
Haven't seen one of those lately.
Mm-hmm. And he seems to be humming a tune that as you guys get closer. So on the reins as he's continuing onward. Like you guys are going to you're going to be crossing each
that.
other's path.
But I
Is
was-
it a recognizable tune?
Not really one that you've heard of before because it's also in Dwarvish.
I then.
Was that?
Daphne knows Dwarvish.
Oh.
Daphne knows Dwarvish, so she understands it.
Okay. So, as you listen for a moment, you catch seems to be one of the classic sort of songs that seems to be sung among like the miners. Just not, it seemed, as it talks about jewels and riches and just like having to go into the deep holes just to actually find their treasures. I know what you're thinking, and no. I'm looking right at you. I know what you're thinking, and no.
I'm
It's so high
saying.
hope.
No.
Oh, come on!
No. Because Disney would copyright this video.
Why do you think I haven't started singing it?
Same here. But I was thinking it.
And as you're crossing the paths, you those who have a passive perception of 25. Does anyone have a passive perception of 25?
26.
Okay.
24.
Oh, you see,
Damn it.
for a brief moment from the flaps,
That's it.
you notice what appears to be that of a cage. And as he's riding, he just says, he looks to you as you're about to cross paths with each other. He says, "Oh, good morning to you all." Raising a pipe in greeting as he's continuing to ride.
Daphne responds with "Good morning" in Dwarvish. Does she see what's in the cages?
You get a brief glance to what was the cage, but you don't see what's inside of it. Only because it was for a brief moment.
And he looks like a merchant, you said, right?
Could be a merchant.
See, Paulina's very curious. Paulina's very curious and wondering what's going on. Daphne, on the other hand, is probably just thinking, oh, he's probably a merchant or a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
She has no reason to suspect this man, because we aren't in Ipan anymore.
Well, you technically still are.
We still are.
You're just at the base of the mountain range.
Yeah, Daphne would probably just say a greeting to him in Dwarvish as he's traveling by.
Okay. He says this greeting to each of you as he's moving by. You see that the cart itself is about... It has something it has like a canopy covering over it. It seems to conceal most of the front, but also a little bit in the back as well.
Now I'm wondering if it's a pygmy griffin.
I mean, Iruko would probably just ask him if he's been having safe travels this morning, if he's seen anything on the trail.
No, I haven't really seen anything all that much, but I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. Especially good, consider...
What brings you out this way, then?
He slowly brings it to that the orcs are slowly stopped and says, well, conducting business, you see, I have my own little trade. He notices the look that Daphne's giving. He's just like, well, as he reveals the flap, there's... I guess you could say I am a seller of exotic pets.
Oh no.
No. Littlest pet shop.
What kind of pets do you have?
Oh, well. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm just pulling this up.
Is that Lydia's reaction?
Herald.
What?
No.
What?
Is that Nat 20 from Dusty?
He's a baby.
It has a giant bat. I cannot get another pet.
Why not? I'm sure he would love having some kind of exotic animal.
We already have a giant bat and I have a scorpion. No.
I have a fire beetle.
Don't we have a place to be?
Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so... Alright, so the first thing... So he says, well, first of all, I have this specimen right here as he points towards what appears to be that of a cat. It almost resembles that of an orange tabby, but you notice something strange. Something strange about its back. And then he's just like, and then he says something in Dwarvish as he says, if you understand this, Daphne, is him saying, stand up, and as he does, so the cat just looks and then slowly goes up on its hind paws and just, you see a pair of wings.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
This is what we call, this is a tressum. Tressym.
Spell that again, TM?
Tressym.
Kitty.
The pet episode.
Let's see.
Kitty.
Let's see. Give me a moment. I'm pulling out more stuff here. Pulling out all the notes.
Like, monster manual. Need pets.
Kitty. It's a kitty.
Focus, Daphne.
God,
you
she
can't buy
should-
the first thing you see.
I know. But now I'm just thinking Daphne would still be the kind to get this kind of pet and just name it Serpent.
Also have this big fella, as you see what appears to be that resting on a. You see that inside this cage is a larger. It's a much larger one, but it has what appears to be a branch resting on it, and you see coiled around it what appears to be that of a snake, but you notice something different about it.
Nope, rope.
It seems like a majority of its body blends in with the branch itself, but it seems to have a sapphire colored head with spines that resemble that of a lizard, but also teeth.
Gale's just glancing at that one.
It's about
star eyes.
Yeah, it's what we call a jaculi.
Aren't you adorable?
Do you just hear almost as if it's offended? Let's see. You also see what appears to be that of a canine, but you see that it's parks for one moment, runs around in a circle before boop, disappears, and boop, back in it's still in the cage.
I'll pipe supple really quickly. How was for the kitty?
Well, this one, considering travel and it's in very good health, that one will be about 30 gold.
30 gold?
That's right, miss.
Thinking of getting a cat, Delan?
Dalen's gonna pay for the cat.
Okay.
Dalan, pets
You
are
have
a big responsibility,
I will
and they're
take care of the kitty.
expensive.
I
Sir, do
will
you have
take
something
care of-
called a pygmy griffin?
I will take care of the kitty.
A pygmy griffin. Unfortunately, I do not.
have to deal with all these tokens.
You now have to be responsible for your cat.
Mhm.
You don't have a pygmy griffin?
Unfortunately, I do not. Those are those. Well, they are in folklore that are not exactly. I guess you can say common or even. I haven't really seen one myself, honestly. And I've seen some weird things, like this thing right over there, as he points to what appears to be that of a rat in one of the cages, and you see that it seems to have a small human-like brain on top of its head.
Pinky and the brain.
Pinky.
It goes like, no.
How much for the Jakuli?
For the Chakuli. Ooh. Now this one is rather exotic. Now this one is going to be about 500 gold.
Gale, do you really need it?
How about the canine?
Blink dog.
So, what was that, Daphne?
Daphne's just kind of playing with Aelin's cat now. She's just like, because she's been around to back me. She knows where to scratch on the head to make the cat go.
Okay.
I want to say something so bad. Never mind.
Okay. So, what was your question, Gale? Or what was it you were saying?
How much for the blink dog?
That one is, well, that one is a little bit of a handful, especially since, As he gestures to it as it blinks once more. So I'll give you a lower price for that one, but that one is going to you have to be very careful with that one, and I'm not responsible if you lose it.
You
All
still
right.
haven't named a price.
As he hears the clearing of the throat, he's like, I'll give it to you for 10 gold.
Okay.
Can I buy the Jakuli and the dog?
Guys!
Gale's going to flip a gold coin to the guy. I'll take the blink dog, please.
So 10 gold to him, okay.
10 gold.
All right. And you're wanting the Jakuli?
So many pets now.
Yeah. I
Okay.
want the... How big is it? Just so I know.
It's 15 feet long.
All right. All right. Good. I give him the 500 gold.
Okay.
We're buying this man's entire stock.
Well, these are the only ones that caught your eye right off the bat, so.
Is there any others, DM?
Yes, there is.
In the back.
Yes.
What else is there, DM? What are all the options?
Everyone gets a pet. Oh, God.
Daphne doesn't need a pet.
Martin. I have Martin, I'm fine.
I mean, I have
Okay.
Blackfire.
Oh yeah, that you do.
I just
we're
wanna
not
know
Got
what
wings
this-
out.
I just want to know what this guy is packing.
You see that there's multiple, you see some of the more smaller ones, like you see like a strange hair that seems to have multiple heads. You see that it has, it has the head of a rabbit, but it also seems to have the head of a lizard and also the head of what appears to be that of a mouse. You've seen a few that are like that of various combinations. You also see what appears to be a small snake. Like, it's actually small, easily compared to the others. But it has but it seems to have almost like reflective rainbow-colored feathered wings.
A snake with wings?
A snake
What?
with wings, yeah.
Rainbow
That's a
snake with
koala?
wings.
Nope, it's not a quaddle. Too tiny.
Gale's
Like at
just gonna
most,
look over.
this thing is about a foot long.
Do I know what this is?
Yeah, you would know.
Weird snakes.
You would know this as a flying snake.
Wow.
No, it's it's something that was from in the Empire is a little bit more of a popular sort of one in like the southernmost regions of the Empire.
Roger. I'm not buying a pet.
Great, the nope ropes can fly now.
I always could.
Do you
There was
not, like,
always some that could.
Though you also see one, last one that catches your eye, appears to be that of a rabbit, but it seems to have the horn of a unicorn.
An El Mirage.
Buy it.
I can turn into an El Mirage. I don't need one. God.
But can you turn into a jackalope?
If I summon my antlers and then wild shape, maybe. Or if
Yeah.
someday I just grow antlers, maybe. I don't know.
Gale's going to look over. Is Mirai still with us, or did she go
They
off?
probably
No, she's still going.
Oh no.
She's about
guys?
at this point about 50 to 60 feet ahead.
Jesus.
Guys, we're losing Mirai.
Oh,
Me,
shoot.
I'll run up and keep up
For a
with
minute
her.
ago.
Thank you
Gail's
so much
going
for your
to-
time and your pets.
And thank you for your business.
Gale's gonna be
Uh,
petting his blink dog, just like rubbing his belly.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
alright.
everyone that bought a pet, what are their names? Go.
Yes!
What are the names? Go.
Dalen's gonna set his cat up on his shoulder, and kind of scratch behind his ear and go, "I'm gonna name you Junzi." So now we've got ourselves a Junzi.
Gale's just
My life reincarnated as a cat.
Don't let it suffer the same fate. That's all I'll say.
Second chance of life.
Gale.
Gale's just rubbing the blink dog's belly.
Keep in mind, he left the cages with you guys, as well as the keys and the and also the food that would be needed. That would last for about for a few days.
Okay.
What's
Black
its name,
Wolf.
Gale?
Black Wolf.
Oh.
Diar.
Diar lets the Jakuli out of the thing. I hope it's like piled up in its lap.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Stealth armor, Mark 1, chops off its head."
Okay.
Did you just kill your pet?
Okay. Okay.
Just wanted it to make stuff later.
The scales change. Camouflage armor, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Camouflage armor.
Dalen sees this happen, turns to Jonesy, slowly takes him off of his shoulder and puts him inside of his cage.
Did you at least wait till the merchant walked away?
He already left. He was already heading out again.
No. Dalen's just
Gale's
like,
just
no.
gonna hold Black Wolf?
Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Lydia, I was gonna say Lydia was gonna pull out her sending stone and send a message to Ashraf as that was happening. So it's just be like, everyone bought pets. I know how you feel now. And Diar just beheaded his. Okay. Good morning.
Okay, I need. All right. Okay.
Oh, God.
And Diar beheaded
man.
his. Oh no.
Oh, God. Bloody
Okay.
hell.
Okay.
Literally.
I was
I'm
not
so
expecting
good
that.
to see that Black Wolf.
Oh
I did not expect that in any shape, way, or form.
Oh my god. You paid 500 gold just to behead him.
Okay.
Yes, Ashraf.
Give me a second. I need to prepare myself for what I'm about to say. So, as you behead your pet, as you do so, you see that the serpent changes. Just like the body just goes, and then you see a headless body of a humanoid.
Oh, God.
Oh God!
Dalen looks at his cat and immediately goes, Johnson?
Is this humanoid recognizable to any of us?
The one thing you can tell, Diar, because he's also holding the head, it appears to be that of... It appears to be that of a half-elf.
I look at the blink dog, and I look at the cat. We might have just run into a slaver.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh
holding.
Deer puts the head in his bag of holding.
Okay. Just slowly puts it in there, like, okay.
I have speak with animals prepared.
Okay.
Just do it. Just do it.
Oh, no.
I have speak with animals.
Okay.
Do I need to speak to Black Wolf or Jones?
Why?
Have reincarnate so maybe we can get that person back to life?
Oh my gosh.
Or are we bringing back someone he just beheaded?
You touch a dead humanoid. Provided that the creature has been dead no longer than 10 days, the spell forms a new adult body for it and then calls the soul to enter that body. So we can reincarnate it as a different race.
Oh.
Should we try talking with these guys first and see what's up?
Okay, who am I talking to? Jonesy or Black Wolf?
Delan holds up Jonesy.
Okay.
Gale's gonna hold up Black Wolf as well.
I can only do it one at a time.
I thought it was like you could speak with multiple animals. It's speak with animals.
Let me read the thingy. Hold on.
Oh.
I can't see through my tears.
Okay. Okay. Now trying to give it the seriousness it deserves.
Okay.
I'm so glad Mori and Umiko are just walked away.
Yes!
Oh
No,
my god.
I can speak with multiple animals. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about stuff. So yeah, it can be multiple.
Okay.
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 I'll do this as a ritual so I don't waste a spell slot on this.
Okay. Are you walking while doing this?
Yeah, sure.
Because unless you want them to be disappearing.
Yeah, no, I will walk and do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No. Daily keeps Jonesy at the ready. Oh, god damn, Dean.
You're gonna hear the other animals' perspectives as well as the aurochs of what just happened.
Oh no! I'm getting the aurochs too! Oh no!
As
Okay, with animals.
Okay, so this whole time, as you are casting this, you notice that they've been sort of a little bit freaked out by what they had just seen happen. Cause magic and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you say, Lydia?
Hello. Sorry. Are you guys actually exotic?
Oh my goodness! Thank goodness you can understand us. Is what the cat says.
So you're not a cat?
No, we are not. That should be obvious now.
Okay. Who and what are you?
Okay.
I don't know what intelligence I'm working with. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Harold. I realize this is very serious. So
I know. I'm still trying to catch my breath after that.
Oh my god. But he is trying not to like panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know if Ashraf is gonna answer at some point too.
Yeah. Okay.
Dear beheaded.
Okay.
Wait,
We'll say right now.
Okay,
right off
did
the
you
bat,
guys
that was my
tell
holiday for
us?
the whole night.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you guys
I mean,
tell
look behind us,
Mori and
probably was
Umiko
even
what
dead
happened?
from Bongo's
Like, what's happening? Or do we just hear you talking, like, hello, to a thing?
Yes.
I am just talking to it's a one-sided conversation at this point.
Just like, oh, thank goodness. Okay, my name is. You just hear him quickly say, "My name is Slecker. I am Slekir. I was just a fisherman, just doing my job over at, and then you hear the other one just. The other one says,
Black Wolf.
yeah, the one Black Wolf speaks, and you hear, Yeah, the blink dog, yeah. Here. And I'm Soraya. And, well, for me, I'm not even from here. I'm not even from this country.
Where are you from, Soraya?
I'm from Haverock.
How did you guys end up like this? Was it the dwarf?
I didn't even know who he was. I owed some debt to, and I wasn't able to pay it off, and then they enslaved me, and then you hear the one known as Slucker says, "For me, I was kidnapped by pirates. They sold me off."
Lydia, what's with that face here? What's happening? Explain
They're not-
to us who do not speak animals.
They're not actually animals, or like the cat and Jonesy and Black Wolf aren't actually. Jonesy his real name is Slecker, and he's a fisherman, and he was captured by pirates. They sold him off, and then Black Wolf. Her name is Soraya. She's from Haverock, and apparently she owed some debt. It was like got into like some slavery. Okay.
Does anyone have to spell magic?
Not today, but I can try Greater Restoration. But I can only do that once.
I can try. I mean, would Counterspell work in this case?
Do we want to be wasting our high-level spells before
It's
we
a
have...
third level spell.
Greater Restoration's through my necklace.
Oh. They can
Slicker
hear
Soraya.
you guys disgusting this.
Slicker and Soraya. Do you know how this happened? Like a spell? Do you know how to reverse it?
I don't know. We never seen this kind of. I've never seen magic before until now. Well, Soraya says, it's some high level and it's some powerful magic that I've never even seen.
Okay. Well, I can only try Greater Restoration once. And I really don't want to make the choice between you two.
They're just silent at right now,
Oh, no.
but they're staying still.
You can try the ancient method that's been tried by the forefathers for ages.
Boulder, paper, shears, or animals, Daphne?
Meanwhile, Delan is just very quietly going,
Eeny, miny, mo.
yes! But I was like, Delan's just very
Oh.
quietly going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You flip a coin, and like heads can be Slicker and tails can be Soraya.
So we could hear all this, like Mariah and I could hear all this happening, right?
Yeah, Mariah actually stops and just looks to you and says, "What
Flavors.
are you doing?"
And Mako will just lean to her like, they have their moments, I promise. It's fine. It's best to just ignore it when things like this happen.
Give me a deception check at advantage.
I flipped a coin and it landed on Slicker.
I'm getting deception.
Deception at advantage.
Okay. Bop.
What's deceptive about it?
It's a half truth.
So, she just looks to you and says, "All right, very well." And she just goes back to just continuing walking ahead.
Yep. Distract her away from this.
Mm-hmm.
Delan takes Slicker out of his cage and just kind of holds him up for Lydia.
Putting a little hand on Slicker's head, I will use my mother's necklace and cast Greater Restoration and hope it's a curse and it's removed.
Okay. You cast a spell, the Greater Restoration.
Mm-hmm.
It engulfs Slacker, but as you continue onward, like it glows before spell's complete and ends. Nothing changes.
God damn it. Alright.
Has Daphne ever heard of this type of magic before in all of her years of like studying?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm at a loss, so
1 second.
maybe we have to wait till we catch up with Aiden?
Was this something that
Was
Dalan
there?
might have come across in his travels? Because he
Definitely
did
not.
say that-
Definitely not this kind of magic.
Okay, the reason I asked because he said that he was captured by pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Work! Piece of meh! Roll. $22.
You heard of magic that's you heard that there is some magic that is the spells that are which of a very high caliber, and that it can actually change the properties or like the very nature of someone or something. And it's really something that is not really seen all that much, but something like this, you're gonna need something a little bit stronger than a greater restoration, because you kind of conclude this isn't a curse.
Okay. I've heard of this. It's very, very rare. It's not common. It's not technically a curse.
What is it?
What school of magic would this be part of, DM? Would I know my 22?
You would know it, judging from this and here from what you've heard so far from Lydia, that this is probably transmutation.
This is a transmutation spell. Very high level. You're going to need something a bit more stronger, and I mean like
I mean, if I sleep, I can then prep to spell magic and push it.
we can
to
try
match
it then.
it.
I look at them. I don't know if you understand me, but you might need to wait a bit before we can turn you back. If we can turn you back. If she can't, I know someone who might be able to. I don't know if they understood me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to a cat and a dog. What are we doing about that? She's just pointing at the body.
I don't know.
Do you know who that was? Do they know who that was?
Hey guys, do you know who?
No, I never knew him.
Okay. Nope, they don't know. I don't even know why Diar like.
Dear, why'd you chop? Dear's not there.
No,
Diar's
this is a.
Dear's in shock.
Welcome back, Diar. They were about to ask you a question.
Dear, why'd you chop him off his head?
I mean, 15 feet of scales that change color, stealth armor.
That's fair.
Okay. Do you have an opinion on what we do with the body?
I mean,
I'll
we can
keep
try
the head,
to
but after that, I don't care.
Do you want me to resurrect it or reincarnate it so at least the guy didn't have to die for no reason?
Dalan just turns.
Daphne brings
Dalan.
out her like diamond dust. I can bring it back just as is because we don't know what would happen if he's reincarnated.
Can you do that even though his head is severed? I thought all
Wait.
main body parts had to be intact. At least reincarnate makes a new body.
Let me double check that. Let me see if he needs his head to live.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate. Everything got out of the DM's hands so fast.
This is what happens when you give us pets.
Dalan just turns to Sakir and just goes, "Don't worry, he won't be chopping you up."
There's more than one way to skin a cat, David.
No, I can still understand you! As the cat raises its paw, points at you.
This entire time.
Dalan just covers his ears. Just like-
Okay, wait, no, correction. I have raised dead.
You have raised dead.
So you want to raise the zombie?
Wait, I thought you were saving Raise Dead because it's only the 3 diamonds that you have for us if we go down.
Yeah,
Deer
we
just
need
pushes the body off the Oruk.
Into the snow.
Okay.
It goes into the
so
snow.
The spell I have doesn't restore body parts, so we kind of sort of need the head.
So am I reincarnating this fellow, or?
I mean, I imagine he would prefer to be alive.
I mean, Diar was reincarnated, and he doesn't seem that angsty about it.
Fuck it, just do it.
Do
We
it.
No.
need to get.
I'm,
Do it. What?
Dalen's just like,
No.
I vote for reincarnation.
Alright.
Diar says no.
Don't reincarnate him? He didn't have to die for nothing because you wanted armor.
Plus, how would you feel if you?
By the way,
turned
I
into one of
suggest this is for the best interest of everyone if we don't.
Oh,
those- You just killed an innocent person.
Democracy. Let's take a vote. Are we bringing this person back?
Yes, I
Yes?
vote yes.
Though keep in mind that Diar has to put the head in his bag, so he did state that.
True,
But we
you
don't
can
need
keep
the head for reincarnate.
and make a new body.
True.
Alright.
How many times can you use reincarnation?
Twice.
Okay.
It's up. Yeah, so I guess I will, never casted this one before. Cast reincarnate.
Okay, give me a second. Pulling up more
I
charts.
gotta roll a D100.
I'm
Let's
gonna be
hope we
I'm
roll
actually gonna be
half.
rolling this
Oh.
one.
Oh yeah, the GM rolls a D100. Oh, no,
Yeah.
what
Let's
does it
hope
come
he
back
rolls a
as?
half elf.
Get a half elf. Half elf is a 53 through 56 on a D100.
That's such a small chance.
Mm-hmm.
Small chance for a small
Okay.
creature.
Nah.
Right.
Biggest Human has the biggest span. DM, are you rolling it in the in the roll 20?
Just give me a second. I'm pulling up a few things here.
Oh boy. I mean, the target's soul has to be willing to do so, or else it fails.
I mean, I imagine he's
The
pretty.
guy, the soldier's like, I don't want to come back. He just cut
Okay.
my head off. What the hell?
So all right, so I'll go ahead and roll this. My chart's different though, so just so you're aware.
Oh, I grabbed the chart from the actual spell. The
Yeah,
spell has
I but that one was before they added all the other races.
Oh god, so it's probably even smaller.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll this.
Reincarnates into a warforge.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
No.
Like that face, Harold.
Okay.
That was
I
a
swear.
face.
Now.
Oh, God.
We're apologizing when this guy wakes up, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Do I just give him the bottle of Emperor Sake I have in my bag as an apology, and we just let him go?
You
And
okay?
go where?
So you want to chop off his head, bring him back to life, and be like, okay, you're free in the world. Then just leave him in the middle of the snow.
We're not that
We can
far
live-
from the city, from
Listen,
Nukway.
we can at least give him a ride back to the city.
We're not going that way, though, Dalan. We're not going back to the city. We're going away from the city. We're going up into the mountains.
Okay. I'm gonna roll an additional die for this particular
What?
thing.
What?
Oh no.
Oh.
It's a gymnastic.
Sub race.
Maybe. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
God.
Mhm.
Okay. So, let's Let's see, which one was this?
Oh my god, this is so much.
I know, it's so much.
And here I thought we were gonna run into like the soldier and the duelist. But we got pets. Pets and dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh wait, no.
probably
This is...
implies that most of the animals on that cart were actually people.
Daphne was getting. I was getting slaver vibes from it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
You're just like, nah, this is fine. Let's see.
We shouldn't have stopped and talked to him. We should have been like, nope, have a good day. We did not.
I wanted to pick.
Oh, okay. I found the updated chart. Oh my goodness.
Oh
no. Okay.
Oh god.
It's all over when the DM laughs.
So, as you cast this spell, there's a moment in which, as you're focusing on this magic, that hold on a sec, trying to find the right music.
Did you realize casting time is an hour?
Yeah, the casting time's an hour. Yeah.
Can we just put him on the aura and like travel as you're doing it?
It's just in the dead bodies in my lap.
Yeah.
Oh no! A beheaded dead body is just in my lap on the aura.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
As you cast the spell, you focus in with you go back to the body, kind of using that as a source for casting this spell. As you do so, you take a deep breath as you focus in, and for this, it does require, so just so you're aware, for Reincarnate, it does require oils in which that are at least 1,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you focus in and cast the Reincarnate, you, for a moment, trees begin to form around you, Lydia. As the leaves begin to it seems to be going through seasons. First it's full of life with the flowers before it falls down onto the body, just like as if it went from spring to winter.
Is it an Eladrin?
As you do so, it goes right into, it seems to engulf this individual before, for a brief moment, the body disappears.
Lydia, you killed him.
And as you are looking around, a bit confused, as this is your first time casting this spell, you begin to see movement as within this pile of snow. Before you see a hand reach out. And then
Bloody hell.
And
Hi.
as you're looking, you see before you a much shorter individual. Oh, that is cold. That is cold. That is cold.
Breathe. Breathe. You're okay.
Like, it's about 5 feet away from Lydia. It's like, is that my voice? Is that my voice? What is this? And why are you? And you just hear, you're just staring, and he's just like, why is everything so big? And then he looks up at you all, and what you see before you,
Don't tell me it's a no.
what appears to be wearing nothing more than raggedy clothes that seem to be a bit too big for him. Standing before you all is a very shocked, scared, confused goblin. And that is where we're ending our session tonight.
Oh my god. I made a goblin, guys! I made a goblin!
You didn't even get to the Kanabo Compact.
I know, I'm gonna have to rename that session.
Y'all wanted pets. That's
Oh
why.
my god.
No, Gale's the one that rolled that 20 and got us the pet slaver.
The littlest pet shop.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Pet slaver.
Was
Littlest
you
slave
broke
shop?
me?
No.
Oh god.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold
Damn it,
on.
Lydia.
It got so out of hand so fast.
This is what happens when we get pets. We lose control of the situation.
Oh my
Once
goodness.
we murder pets as soon as we get them, that's what happens.
Oh man.
What broke me is that first he just randomly cuts the head off the thing that he just fucking bought.
That was funny.
It turns into a fucking half elf, and then he still keeps the fucking head. I was just like, oh my fucking god.
Oh my
no.
goodness.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness. That was a trip. And we're not
Tired
even.
for this.
Oh my goodness. So, okay. So, on that crazy wild note, we're going to end the session here tonight. Just a reminder, everyone, that we will be back next week with Ichor in Honor 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And we will also be back with the... Oh my goodness. We'll be back with more shenanigans on Thursdays as well, though we are doing a little bit of work there, so we'll keep you all updated on that. But thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with us. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you again next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.